What'd you say?
Ready for the cue?
What you say?
The cue? Like 3, 2, 1.
No, I'm just doing a sound check real quick. I just want to hear that sounds.
Alright.
Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
All right, you can count them down now.
Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night, and now the YouTube Cooking and Conversation.
Count them down again. Like that.
Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night, and now Cooking and Conversation. I'm here to read you the letter that I've written to Big and his fans. A letter to Big. Dear Big, I wrote this letter knowing that there were no forwarding address, that it only would be reached by your fans, friends, and a few of your family members and haters. That people who have made to seem to be adversary. Start over and cut that over.
All right.
All right.
Count them down one more time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night, and Cook Now the YouTube, Cooking and Conversation.
Do it one more time.
All right. All right. 3, 2, 1, bro.
Gotcha. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night, and now Cooking and Conversation on YouTube. Thank you for your support. We're glad that, go ahead. I'm getting off into something else. And one more time, last thing.
Count them down.
3.
That's your phone, Gene?
Yeah.
Let's not say that.
Who that?
K Slay.
Yeah, what up, Slay? Hello? Can you hear me? What's up? Oh man, I'm in the Bronx shooting this film right now. All right. All right, later.
You want vibrate, Gene?
Cut this shit off.
Oh, okay.
He gonna say, whatever you got something going on, let me know.
For what?
Let me know so I know how, so he'll know how to move. Nigga, whenever you go and do something, let me know. I'm the one driving. Right?
What? He needs you to, for security.
Let me know.
You want to give him a schedule weekly. All right, guys, count them down.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night, and now the YouTube Cooking and Conversation. Thank you for your support. I'm here to share with you a letter to Big. Dear Big, I wrote this letter knowing that there were no forwarding address, that only your fans, family, friends, and a few of your haters would be able to hear this. It's funny how two people that appeared to be adversaries, you know, you with that Brooklyn, being on that Brooklyn shit like you used to say, and me with that Harlem swag. But brother, I wasn't from Harlem. I just had adapted, you know, that style, that flair that they have, that swag as you call it. But I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. Big, I'm writing this letter because I wanted you to know, and people around us, that I did what most people wouldn't have done. I shouldn't be sitting in this seat telling this story. It should have been people that were close to you. I shouldn't have been the one that dedicated my YouTube channel on letting everybody know about what happened to you that week in California. We know it should have been the people that were close to you at that time. Though from two different places, in one day, we became very close. I remember at that Soul Train Awards, you said, and you looked at me, now you look like you from Brooklyn. I guess I kept that kind of look because I got my Timbs on with this Coogee sweater. Is that Brooklyn enough for you, Big? I remember all I could do was smile when you said that. Big, your generosity was like no one other. I mean, Big, your generosity was like none other. I remember when Lugs and Nike used to send you boxes of gear. You used to go through it, and whatever you didn't like, you would ask D-Rock if he wanted it, and if D-Rock didn't want it, you would give it to me. Shit, I wasn't turning down nothing but my collar, Big. You know, I didn't mind the leftovers. I could take them back to the block and tell the guys that this came from Big, and they were more than happy to accept it. It made me feel good that I could do that. Big, thanks for the day that we spent before your death. The fun and the laughs we had. I knew you respected me. But it haunts me today how I see your smile that night at the Peterson Museum. You know the time when Puff was bringing girls back and forth and telling me to remember them? And you said, how the fuck is Gene gonna remember all these girls? And I wrote on a napkin, I'll remember, and you turned around and you just smiled. I remembered, Big. I remembered your last words after you was mortally wounded. And Kenny said that he was going to take you to the hospital. And you said, just do it. I don't know if Nike had a commercial about that, but back in '97, but you could have coined that phrase and made millions from it. Big, I told the world everything. I told the world all the stuff that happened. I may have let bits and pieces off, but we'll keep that and say that for another time. But all the important things, I think the world knows. I haven't told your mother everything, Big. After being ridiculed and ostracized by the people that claim that they loved you and loved me, it was hard. But we made it. I guess some people thought I was your bodyguard, and I let you die. You and I both knew that wasn't true. I did everything in my power to prevent that night. Or so I thought. Big, I kind of figured I did let you down. I didn't take ownership of myself. For not going to that party was probably the worst thing I ever did in my life. I shouldn't have went to that party, Big. Maybe that would have been your out, and I've said that. But it still haunts me for allowing myself to go. If I was so headstrong when I told Puff, when I told Lil C's, you, D-Rock, Tone, and the people around the table, it still fucks with me for why I went. I had information that was divinely sent to me, Big. And though I've always thought that I was there to save Puff, and God put me in that position for him, I really believe you should have been the one that should have been saved. I allowed money to rule over my mind. I allowed that dollar to make my sense. Nevertheless, Big, I've given back. It's this new thing called social media. These kids is blowing this shit out the water, man. People don't buy albums, CDs. It's this thing that the military released called the internet. And it's this telecommunication shit that's all over the world. That people know what you're doing in Brooklyn and they could be in China. And a push of a button, that information is relayed to them. It's crazy. You and Pac would have been phenomenal, crazy over this. Y'all would have been mega stars. I'm just learning it myself, but it's been good. On my show alone, thanks to M-Rec, rapper, producer / entrepreneur, and Anthony Jones, producer, I have over 29 million watch time minutes that people are coming and check my shit out. I think that's pretty good. We did Raw Deal the last big night. And I just gave the week from the Soul Train Awards. I just gave the information from that week. and it's done millions and millions of views, both on MRAC, Wisdom Clear, and my station. And some other people picked up bits and pieces of it, and they doing a lot of views. It's crazy. I've given back big. I think that's good. I know you may be turning over in your grave. I couldn't tell you much about the Junior Mafia. Lil C's, he never responds to my calls. D-Rock is working hand to hand with your man Diddy, Puffy. Now you know why you was at that party. Larceny is the only mafia that responds back to my calls. Nevertheless, he's grown up, got his own business, and doing well. You would have been proud of him, Big. Don't know much about Lil' Kim, but you know she was a gangster. And she's gonna make stuff happen for herself and do all right. So I think she's good. Faith, I'm gonna let you rest in peace on that. Getting back to when you said, just do it before you took your last breath and closed your eyes. I let people know what really happened. It's all real, because if it wasn't, the radio, the cable networks, and the internet would have discredited everything I said. Your boy Diddy is a billionaire now. He pays them to keep it quiet. So Big, rest in peace. And I know you're in all our hearts forever. Happy birthday. Salute, King. Yep.
Yeah, you can stop it.
What up? What I need to do?
No, I'm just not trying to add nothing else in. I can just start editing.
So once you stop it, it automatically saves, right?
Yeah, on that camera. Yeah. So you don't think you got anything else out, right?
I'm good.
Alright, so we good. Pack it up.
All right. Where you gotta go?
Which one back to the crib?
Huh?